Hi there, in this tutorial I will show you how you can have another interesting MCP setup that can leverage your productivity if you want to better organize yourself in terms of the emails in combination with your calendar. I'm using here Gmail and also the Google Calendar, and I will show you how to automatically fetch important appointments from your emails and then set it up with the help of the AI in your calendar. Just let me show you where this is going so that you just see how relevant and how cool this is. So I'm here on Claude Desktop and I've connected to my Gmail search with the usual integration here. Just toggle this on. And I've deactivated the normal calendar search and therefore added here a custom Google Calendar with a lot more tools and functionality. So also to create and also update events. Because with this one here, we are only able to search. So now let's get things started. I have an upcoming flight today. So let me grab the prompt. Okay, so I have an upcoming flight today back to Munich from Graz. Please create that event in my Google Calendar. And now let's see what we're getting back. Now it searches through all my messages. Couldn't find it. A broader search. Great. Now Claude found it here. Now it's reading the details. Yep, 22 of May, great. And these are the details. And now we are calling here the create event tool with the custom MCP server. And now let's see if we have, yeah, cool, there it is, already there. Okay. And this was the demonstration of the functionality in the usage. And now you're wondering how we can set this up. It's not that easy as the others, as I showed you, but I guarantee you it's worth it. So what we need to do is we first need to go to Smithery, and with Smithery you can explore a lot of different MCP servers with their functionality. And we type in here the Google Calendar. Then we pick the first one, and then you get some information here about which tools there are included and so on. And then we click here on GitHub, and there we get then the whole information and also how we can set this up. So we will click here to, first thing that we also need to do, of course, is to follow these steps. The installation part, so clone the repository, then we will install the dependencies, then we need to grab our Google credentials so that we can authenticate to our calendar. So we get then this file and we need to place it into the same folder as our MCP server. So let's do this. We will grab this whole code, open up your favorite IDE. Okay, and then I would just place it in here. So git clone, and then the thing that we copied it. Then we go into this folder and we can make an npm install. And I guess from there we have covered everything, and now the only thing left is to provide the secrets here. So therefore we will follow this link. Here we come then to the console of the Google Cloud. Make sure you register yourself, that you create a project here, and then if you click again on this link, you should have the same view as me. If it's the first time, you need to activate it. Since I'm already have it activated, I can click here on manage, but the result should be the same. You're getting here on this detail page of the Google Calendar API. Here you can see the usage when you used it, and also the quotas and limits. And we need to go here to the credentials part, where we create a new set of credentials to authenticate ourselves. And here we click on of client ID. Application type is from type desktop app, and we call this the Google MCP server. So how we would like to identify it. And now we get this information with all the client ID, the secret, and so on. And then we download this JSON. And what we now need to do is we need to copy over this JSON into our Claude MCP server. So let's do this. I'm here in my downloads folder. And now I've copied this and I will paste it now in there. And if we have a look here, there should be also an example file. Yeah, correct, this one here. We see install client ID, client secret, redirect URLs should be in the secret file, and we have it all there. So that's great. And I guess we now need to also rename this. We need to rename our file. Therefore, I will copy the example one and rename this one here. And I will get rid of the example and then just use JSON, and then we are good to go. We have now installed all the dependencies, and now we need to build our MCP server. Okay, so we will do this with npm run build. And what we now also can do is here manually run the Google Auth authentication flow. We will also do this to check if everything is correct in terms with our credentials, because there is an issue that we see now that is important to do. And here we see Google hasn't verified this app. This is true, of course, because it's just for us and this isn't verified. But we still click on continue, and then there we still click on continue, and we see, okay, authentication successful. Nice. That's good, because the last time I've encountered this issue, we needed to set up more information, that we needed to set ourselves as a developer account there. Let me show you if we still need to do this. Yeah, here in audience. Maybe because I'm already there. You should get an error message that this is not, this is a private app and you cannot use it. And it's because you need to register your email address as a test user. So please go here into audience and make sure that you add here with add users your own email that you would like to access. And then we can authenticate ourselves successfully. And yeah, the background of this is, if you publish this as an app, usually externally to other people, you could here add your test users if you're in a beta phase, because you see also here publish app, and then here you could add your users that could access your app during a beta phase, for example. Okay, but now let's continue with the MCP server. So we have now our build MCP server, and now we need to reference it. So we go here and then on the build and the index.js, we click here on copy path, and then we need to set up or reference now this MCP server. So remember, when we want to create here a new MCP server, we need to configure this in the Claude Desktop JSON. I've already prepared this file for you here, so you can find it on Mac with this path library, application support Claude Desktop JSON. And in here now we have this entry, and then we specify the path of our MCP server that we just copied, and the startup command is with Node. And yeah, just make sure that you now create this entry with the Google Calendar as the MCP servers. We save this, and now to make this change effective, we need to restart Claude Desktop, and then you should have successfully integrated and set up a custom Google Calendar MCP server that is capable of listing events, creating, updating events, and also deleting events. Perfect. list me all my events for today. And since we have now configured this new, we click here. It's up to you allow once. I click now allow always. Okay, in the morning, I actually wanted to continue with my MCP course, but I think this little video was more interesting. Then I have my check laid out. Well, okay, not laid, but anyway. This is super helpful and super cool. If you need any help in the setup, just write me in the comments or join my Substack where there's a chat functionality. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you for watching and see you the next time.